Hey you guys, I have a 12/12 portal reading and meditation for you. I'm going to be doing both during this one video. I know that sounds crazy a little bit, but that was my thought process getting started, and then Spirit brought it forward in such an amazing and beautiful way. I knew I wanted to do the reading, and I figured, you know what, let me just do a shorter meditation at the end than a longer one separately like I usually do. And I immediately felt to use my unicorn oracle. And the meditation actually ended up being, it came forward through the unicorn oracle, which is probably why I had that thought process. I was spirit. I'm putting it in my head. Because I didn't realize, I don't know the oracle that well. I didn't realize that some of the cards can basically contribute to that. So when I prepped this so that I would be able to just like go through it quicker, not have a crazy long video doing both. And when I was prepping it, I just channeled, the meditation just channeled through me as I was typing. In fact, it was actually, okay, I don't see, I can't even talk about it. The very first thing that happens, that I was reading a card and then I started channeling and seeing it happening in my head. It was actually not exactly how the card said, but you know, that's the point, right? And I literally spontaneously burst into tears while I was channeling it. And I was taken aback. I was like, I feel like my higher self is doing it right now. Like I'm channeling the meditation or downloading it, however you think of it. And my higher self is doing it right now. And I just burst into tears, like receiving these like codes from my unicorn. And that was so powerful and beautiful. So it made me excited to record this for you. I've never had a meditation come through like this. Usually I just channel them. I don't even usually prepare them. When I first started doing them, I prepared them ahead of time, but I did that like twice. And all of the meditations I've recorded since then, I channel on the spot. But this time, I thought I was going to channel it on the spot. And instead, it came through as I was preparing everything. And like I said, like I had a spontaneous reaction in the moment. So I'm super excited to see how that goes for you guys. I want to show you real quick before I put my phone on the stand. Just so that you can see, like I was guided to, oh my gosh, I hate having to flip it upside down because I can't see what you see. Okay, that is the twin flame energy. And then this is ascension energies. Oop, there, ascension energies. And then this is some twin flame energy again from the animal spirit oracle. Spirit animal oracle. And some final thoughts from Kuan Yin, and this is the seraphim. So I'm super excited to bring this forward for you guys now. Don't mind my appearance because I've like had a crazy life this year in general. And for today in particular, I have a million things I have to do after this, and I was like, if I try and like get all ready for just for the video, then I'm just gonna cause delays in my whole entire day. And really, like, who cares what I look like? It doesn't matter. And you guys know that I focus on being like real anyway. So forget this, although it was funny, like I was having a moment of, to be on camera, to wear makeup or not, that is the question. So anyway, we went with not. We went with, or be on camera without makeup. Who cares? My green tea latte. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna start, okay, so I'm gonna do the twin flame energies first, and I'm gonna do the ascension energies. It literally like all flowed together perfectly like that. With the ascension energies, I didn't get into specifics, but Spirit really kind of talked about what we're leaving behind from 2025, what we're shifting into for 2026. There's some messages from the Divine Masters, and then it goes straight into the meditation. Like it just flowed right into it seamlessly. So let's start with the twin flame messages. The cards that I picked for the twin flame messages were specifically meant to be for the spirit animals also, because that was what I was drawn to immediately in my head. I was actually more drawn to, so this tarot, I'm not gonna grab the book, but this tarot is not just a tarot, it's also a spirit animal oracle. There's actually a whole nother chunk of cards that are only spirit animals, not even associated with tarot. And that's what I was drawn to. And I was like, well, it also has the tarot, so we get some messages that way also. So when it comes to these animals, take like the ones that resonate for you. They're not all going to resonate for everyone, okay? And I'm not going to read the messages for every single animal either. I was only drawn to read for the elephant, the nautilus, and then the other deck. There was more of a general read for the other animals. So, but if any, it doesn't matter if I specify about the specific animals. If they resonate with you, you can look them up and look up what the meaning is of those spirit animals, okay? So starting off, we have the elephant, and it's also justice, okay? There we go. Sorry about that. I hate that you both need light and it causes glare at the same time. It's very annoying. Okay, the elephant. This is also the justice card. The scales are in the process of being balanced in your twin flame connection, okay? Spirit wants you like not to worry. It doesn't matter what's going on in your connection right now. It doesn't matter if you're in communication or not in communication. Whatever the status of things is, that is a status for a reason, for something that you both were needing to go through. So don't worry. The scales are in the process of being balanced. Spirit is taking care of that. Just go with the flow, live your life. Focus on you right now, however needed, and everything will come together how it's meant to. The scale or justice will be served. But leaning into the elephant energy, actually, literally, they want you to. The elephants want you to lean into their energy right now, and let them guide you and help you with perseverance and stamina through these tougher times that 2025 has been, and allow harmony to be restored. They're working on restoring the harmony for you as well. Allow their soul wisdom to penetrate you to your core. In the meantime, act with gentleness, empathy, honor, integrity, and devotion to the divine, to the world, to your soul family, and to the essence of the connection with your divine counterpart, no matter what is going on between you two right now. I'm using the words divine counterpart or your partner in this reading instead, because some people have a soulmate. Some people have other connections aside from twin flame. I know that the majority of my followers are twin flame, but you know, just so that anybody can if it resonates with them, not to feel, some people get caught up on terminology. So anyway, okay. So know that with this Knight of Wands, know that your person feels immense fire and devotion for you. And they will come running towards you at the right time when they are ready to offer their cup to you and move forward in this connection. But right now, they have a fundamental need to secure themselves first with this Knight of Pentacles, okay? They need to focus on building the foundation in their lives so that they feel like you two have something to grow from together. They don't want to come into this connection feeling like they don't have anything to offer. This is part of the divine masculine template. It's part of their core wounds that they have to work through, that they have to feel good about themselves, secure about themselves in the material world, like they have something to offer to the divine feminine before coming into union. That's just part of the masculine thing, okay? They must heal that aspect of their 3D before they will feel ready to come to you. But they will. They're working on it. Spirit is helping them with it. Even if that doesn't always seem obvious, even if it's not even necessarily always a conscious thought process, Spirit is always putting them through the experiences that they need to go through in order to be ready for union, okay? So they will break free from oh, that's right. That comes in the Seven of Cups now. They will break free from self-sabotaging patterns. Those self-sabotaging patterns, understand that they're a function of their traumas and their fears. Something that has really been brought to my attention in the last year is that those traumas and fears that everybody has. Everybody has them for some extent from something. And they cause a dysregulated nervous system. And they cause people to be in like survival mode or fight or flight mode all the time. And that's what makes it so much harder to heal and to shift and change patterns. And that's why it takes time. So, you know, they will break free from those patterns, but understand where they come from and why it's so hard. And they will, notice the beaver, they will put in the work needed for their inner growth and for progress with you. Just hold on to compassion and strength during this period while you are holding space for them, being patient and understanding, holding unconditional love for them, and focusing on yourself in the meantime. When you do the work on yourself, that helps them put the energy into themselves also. Twin flames mirror each other. And I believe that even with strong soulmate connections and other soul connections that have a strong soul tie, even if they're not twin flames, you do feel and feed off of each other's energy. So what you focus on, they focus on it. So when you focus on yourself and your healing and your growth, that energetically inspires the divine masculine to do the same. Okay. So keep that in mind. Don't try to force or control them, or try to control timing or anything like that. Anything that you do, to try to control the timing or force them, anything like that's just going to backfire, and it's just going to cause delays. You have to learn how to detach from expectations, and just step back and allow everything to flow. Readers all the time are say things like, you need to let go. But so many twin flame readers think that let go means move on. It does not mean move on. It means let go of expectations. It means live your life, not focusing on expectations of how you expect your twin to act, what you expect your twin to do, when you expect anything in particular to happen. You need to completely step back and live your life and let everything happen and let spirit be in control of that and just go with the flow. That's what let go means. That's what surrender means. It doesn't mean, oh, forget you, I'm moving on with my life. That's not what it means. It means I love you. I believe in you. I'll be here when you're ready. I'm working on my life right now. I do believe that we will reach union together. You do what you need to do right now, and I'll do what I need to do right now. That's what it means, okay? Too many readers, I see it all the time, and it drives me insane. It does not mean let go and move on. It means I love you, but I'm not going to put pressure on you right now. I'll be over here doing my thing. You do what you need to do, and you are trusting that spirit is bringing them through whatever they need to go through to be ready. And you're trusting that when they're ready, they'll return, and they will. Okay, so where was I? I said, okay, so I didn't read the second sentence. Don't try to force or control them or timing. The universe knows what it's doing. Spirit knows things that you don't. Let it be. And this is exactly what I just went on about. Detach from expectations. Accept what is, knowing in full faith that all is well. All will be well. All has been well. Everything has happened exactly how it's needed to all along the way. And everything will continue to occur in perfect divine timing and alignment. And honestly, when you get further along in different stages of your journey, you are able to look back in hindsight and realize, oh, that actually happened exactly how it needed to, even though at the time I was all anxious and stressed about it. You know what I mean? So anyway, in the meantime, with Mama Bear, Queen of Pentacles, focus on your own glow up. Focus on your life blossoming into all the ways that you want it to, and bringing all of your dreams and goals into reality. Focus on your ascension into your true self and aligning with your inner union. Your inner union assists your partner's inner journey to inner union, which is what I was explaining. Your energy affects them. And physical union together cannot come before you both arrive at some degree of inner union. It may not need to be like 100% inner union. I do feel that there's deeper and deeper layers of inner union because I've experienced that myself. But to some extent, you both need to reach that. So focus on that. Focus on your own inner union path, okay? With the Queen of Wands, stand in your power independently of everyone and everything else at this time. Like I don't mean independent of your twin, I mean independent of everyone and everything. Like your inner union is about being okay on your own. You know, it is hard to be 100% on your own, especially in this day and age. But as much as possible, that's what Spirit wants you to focus on, being okay within yourself, completely independently, okay? Be determined to define your own path and build. I love how it says intense love of life on here, because that's what it is. Like, you learn how to love and appreciate life, the human experience, completely within yourself without needing anyone or anything else. So build that intense love of life all on your own, and in turn your twin, your partner, will be guided to do the same and will find themselves, and they will become whole, healed. Oh, and that's right, on the last card, King of Cups. And they will become whole, healed, and standing in that true divine masculine energy, ready to come forward to you, okay? So one of the things that I did want to point out as far as the animals go, we have the Black Panther, I have too many cards in my hand, the bear, the lion, and the wolf. I mean, you could also say the fox, but the fox not as much to me. But really, the wolf, the lion, the bear, and a little bit the Black Panther and the fox, strong protector energy from that, right? So I really feel like the collective is really surrounded by a lot of spirit protection right now. The beaver, I love that dedicated worker energy that Spirit was saying the masculines are going to move forward with as they're guided to, as they work through their path. And also the beaver, be dedicated to your own path as well while your twin is working on theirs. Now the Nautilus, for whatever reason, this is the Ace of Cups. I didn't actually say it at the time, but I was like, the Nautilus, that's interesting. What is that? What does that even mean? I was really drawn to the Nautilus. I don't even know what it is, if I'm being honest. So I looked it up, and I really love this meaning too. It's time to awaken your great potential. Continue to evolve yourself. Like, you get the extra deeper meaning of that, like your true self. Continue to evolve yourself. The Nautilus represents our spiritual evolution. We undergo tests, grow, swirl through spirals of growth and healing, and our vibrations become miraculous. We discover our soul's purpose. So take time as you're approaching the end of the year of the snake. This is the year of the snake. And before we're embarking on the next year, the year of the horse. Take time to examine what no longer fits in your heart and your life, and where you need to stretch out of your comfort zone in order to shape a new reality for yourself and embrace your soul path, okay? By the way, I have a video playing that is a combination of the Violet Flame and 960 Hertz energy. What did I just say? 963 Hertz energy, which it actually comes up from the Seraphim. The Seraphim card wants us to use that 963 Hertz, so. Okay, let's continue with the Twin Flame energies, switching over to my other spirit animal oracle. First, we have the Divine Feminine energies. The Divine Feminines are in both the Oyster and the Lamb. The Oyster says, be patient, focused, and determined in your journey. Don't hide your gifts and soul purpose away. Don't be afraid to shine. You can achieve anything, and you're meant to. Embrace your life's work. The Lamb says, still your mind so that you can hear the messages that your soul is trying to tell you. Focus on inner peace. So Divine Feminines, there you go. That's what Spirit wants you to focus on right now while you are holding space, detached, allowing your twin to work through their side of the process, okay? Now the masculines are in Mouse and Elk energy. Okay. Mouse, they can get overly fixated on the small details, overdoing the preparation phase, essentially, rather than taking a leap of faith. So basically, rather than just like going all in, they're like, they get too focused on, remember with that Knight of Pentacles, they get focused on working on their material world and getting everything ready, building that foundation. They have a tendency to get too focused on that, trying to like take care of every single detail. So understand that about them. It's one of their quirks that they feel like every single box has to be checked, okay? They can get intimidated and fearful of executing their vision by trying to control every detail. Some of the DMs, at least, are working through this pattern. So just understand that, okay? When they're able to break through that and to take a step back and gain perspective, they will be able to shift out of that into more meaningful actions, okay? And with the elk, they are focusing on their stability and their underlying support for the soul journey ahead. They are learning resilience to the inevitable changes that will occur as their core values must adapt from the solely 3D perspective to the enlightened and integrated 3D, 5D perspective. So what that means is that they already have a strong base of core values, and that's part of what they're having to work through. Divine masculines already have a strong society 3D conditioned base of core values. And with the twin flame journey, the society and the conditioned part of it has to get all torn down, like broken up, ripped up, like take sledgehammer to it, whatever, however you want to think of it. And they have to rebuild those core values based on the integrated 3D, 5D perspective instead of just the 3D one. So that's one of the things that they have to work through, and that's something that takes time. You don't overnight go, oh yeah, this doesn't matter, I'm going to focus on this instead. Like, you don't overnight go from the 3D world to the spiritual world. Like, think about your own process. You know, we as divine feminines get thrust into this twin flame journey. You don't overnight go, oh yeah, like who cares about, you know, just getting married and having a family and all of those things that, you know, the 3D says and religion says, like, you have to do it this exact specific way. Yes, you still want those same things, but the concept of how it comes about and how that connection feels completely changes to a spiritual perspective instead, right? Like, I was kind of in my head alluding to, and then the way that I said it didn't come out right, but I was thinking in my head, like, of the twin flames who are married, and then they meet their twin flame and they're like, oh crap, like, I'm married. They're either in toxic relationships or they're married to soulmates who are not their twin flame, who they're not meant to continue forward with for the rest of their lives. And a lot of twin flames go through that struggle of, what do I do about this? How do I handle this? And ultimately, one of the things that we learn is that everything is about soul journeys, and relationships aren't necessarily meant to last forever. And, you know, your twin flame is your soul spouse, and anyone else, you know, they were meant to be part of your life for a period of time, but not necessarily forever. So, you know, society like condemns us. God forbid you should get divorced or break up a family. And they fail to recognize that children get wounds from anything. Children are always going to have inner wounds from something. Staying in a relationship just to keep the family together, just to keep the parents in the same house, if it's not a healthy relationship, if it's not a healthy dynamic, that is not healthy for the kids. That does not show them, you know, what they should aspire to. Do you want your kids to grow up and either stay in an abusive relationship or just settle and not be happy and stay like that for the rest of their lives? Is that what you want to teach them? Do you want, you know, there's so many angles I could go with that. I didn't even mean to go off on this tangent. I just was trying to explain my thought process, because that's a lot of the struggle with both divine feminines and divine masculines is they grow up with that core belief system of, you get married, you stay married. It doesn't matter what happens. And, you know, there's that rhetoric that, like, it is meant to make people feel guilty for not trying harder. And sure, like, I'm not saying just throw in the towel at any time in any marriage or relationship, but I'm recognizing that you're not always meant to stay married to someone forever. And that's okay. And nobody should be made to feel guilty about it. Like, you do what you need to do, and nobody arrives at that decision lightly, I don't think. So anyway, my point was that using that example, those 3D conditioning and 3D systems and structures of core values have to get broken down for the divine masculines, for divine feminines too, but it's worse for divine masculines because they're so 3D based. And they have to restructure their belief system, essentially, or spirit has to restructure their belief system, and then they can move forward. Okay. They will be who and what you need when the time is right, and that elk energy assures it as well. Okay. Now we're doing the shadow aspects of the connection, which means this is what needs to be worked on. Okay. And we have the dragonfly and the hummingbird, which I thought was really interesting being in the shadow, but I think it's more so just focus on this right now, work on this right now. The dragonfly says to examine the quality of your mind and perception, work at becoming a master of light and wisdom, calm the mind so the light of wisdom can shine through, stop overthinking and worrying, step out of the fear-based energy. The hummingbird says you must learn how to properly sustain yourself. In the 3D, that means nutrition, exercise, rest, etc. But for the 5D, that's what spiritually sustains you, so that you can function every day in a grounded and balanced energy, and in positive energy as well. Learn where you need to gather your daily spiritual rejuvenation from. Often that is in nature, using creative or using, creativity outlets, exploring spirituality in different ways, like from like spiritual study, meditation, or just allowing curiosity to lead you wherever it leads you. Look to these sources or anything else that brings about that like daily spiritual rejuvenation, whatever calls to you, and use that for daily soul nourishment. Okay. So with shadow aspects, work on that soul nourishment, and work on the quality of your mind and your thought processes and your perceptions of reality, so that you can master and allow soul wisdom, spiritual wisdom to come through. And stop overthinking. Okay, now lastly, we have the illuminated aspects, and this is either what is working well or the path that you're headed towards. I feel like it's both, because I feel that energy of like, this is what's coming, but it's not coming if you're not already on that path, right? So we have the peacock and the cosmic egg. The peacock says you are all in this process of reaching an advanced stage of acceptance of yourself and of others, or acceptance of the self, the true authentic self, and of others and their true authentic selves. You're learning to assimilate to all experiences in life without harboring resentment, pain, or conflict within yourself or against others. Focus on the beauty within each individual being and allow it to grow within yourself and foster in others. And again, that goes back to that acceptance of the self and of others. And that starts from detaching from expectations and being able to see their true selves deep down to their core, and allowing them to be who and what they need to be and are, and allowing their journeys to proceed how they need to. And that, yes, we talked about that with the divine masculines, but it applies to anyone. It applies to your kids. It applies to your parents. It applies to your friends. It applies to your boss. It applies to anybody. Each person has their own unique soul journey that they're going through, and their own experiences that they have to go through. So recognize that, and don't try to make them and their experiences be what you want it to be. Accept them and their journey for what it is. Oh, and the cosmic egg. I almost forgot it. The cosmic egg represents the completion of the enlightenment journey. Harmony is established. Through self-effort and grace, you experience self-realization. Contentment and oneness arises. Limiting beliefs and expectations are released. Before reaching this state, you will struggle with feelings as if things will never get better or feeling disconnected from others. But as you can see beyond these temporary states of discontentment, you will be able to align with the cosmic consciousness more and more and allow that completion to come together. I love that this was here because this is literally like, this card is the ultimate card of the entire deck, and it's the completion of everything. So you're, all on that path, and then you're all at different stages of where you're at in it, but you're all on that path, and you can rest assured that it is going to come together. Okay, now guidance for the ascension aspect of your journey. When I was pulling these ascension cards, I literally was asking Spirit, like, what I know it's for the 12/12 portal, but I wasn't even thinking about that. I was like, what portal are we going through right now at this stage or chapter of where we're at on the earth journey and our individual journeys? And what came out was light, which I thought was hella ironic. Light, which is the angelic realm. Higher consciousness, which this is referring to specifically galactic beings as well. Although to me, higher consciousness can also include the ascended masters. In this deck, it's referring to Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus, beings from Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. But like I said, I do consider it as well ascended masters, who are higher consciousness beings who are helping us. So we have the angels helping us, the ascended masters, and the galactic beings helping us, bringing us through these higher light portals, and literally unicorn portal. I don't know if you'll be able to read this or not, but it says unicorn portal. So those are the portals we're going through. So with this, Spirit is saying, we are souls having a human experience. You are meant to remember your light, your true light self, and you are always surrounded by light beings here to assist you. If you feel weighed down, remove as much of your physical, mental, and emotional load that is weighing you down, hiding your light, removing as much of it as you can. Work at consciously raising your frequency of consciousness to be above that of the struggles and grievances of life. Rising above the challenges makes it easier to navigate them. Raising your vibrations makes it easier to expand your higher chakras to connect with your intuition and higher self. And your spirit guides and the higher light beings of all kind are here to guide you and help you with that. And they also want you to make a sacred space in your home to be able to commune with the divine regularly. Okay? Just so you guys know, when I was preparing this, like, I was both channeling it and jotting down messages from the cards all at once. So it all like got blended together essentially. Okay. So this year has been about purification and protection. Clarifying your intentions and opening to what's meant for you are important right now, okay? That's what this process of purification is about. Clarifying your intentions and focusing, getting laser focused on what is meant for you and what your intentions are, what you're trying to build and create for yourself. And know that you're being protected along the way. Your inner fire, where is that? Your inner fire may have felt low at times, but this has been the year that is meant to build it up stronger, okay? Spirit has been purifying your life down to every detail, a complete and utter detox. Work with it rather than against it. You will be able to more easily follow your soul path when you clear out what's not meant for you. Protect yourself and guard your energy as necessary, as guided, and know that you are surrounded by divine protection as well. Work in tandem with your spirit team to ensure that you and your loved ones are always protected in the 3D. And I say it like that because there's a lot of people who assume that you're always protected no matter what, and that is not necessarily the case. I mean, you have access to divine protection, but there are people whose soul contracts and soul paths include spiritual warfare, include attacks from other humans, from other galactic beings, or from demons and entities of some sort. And sometimes you can handle that yourself, and sometimes that is easily dealt with, and sometimes it's harder. And I know that from experience, okay? So, and I know that from clients, many clients. and many friends who have dealt with all of that stuff. So if you're operating from this perspective of you're immune to any of that and nothing can happen to you because your angels are protecting you, maybe there are some people who are that lucky, but I'm honestly going to say that that's an ignorant perspective because that's not my experience. And the people who have a higher soul mission and a more significant path of whatever their soul mission is tend to be the ones who are attacked the most as well, because the dark doesn't want you completing your purpose. And the dark doesn't want you helping the ascension path. So you're more likely to be attacked. And not only that, but you're more likely to have a past life history of attacks and needing to. So you're more likely to have a past life history of spiritual warfare attacks, which means that in your present lifetime, part of what you have to do in order to heal properly is heal all of those past lives and release those cycles. And they tend to come back around and play out again in some way, shape, or form, either with the same souls or with similar circumstances. And then you have to heal that. So the higher your purpose is, the more likely it is you have to deal with anything like that. And it does require more effort than just God's got me, which God does have you. But part of how God's got you is God is guiding you to the right people to help you, to protect you, to undo and release whatever it is, to transmute the demons, to do whatever the necessary spiritual work is in order to make sure you're protected and to release these cycles with these people and beings. So that's what I mean when I say work in tandem with your spirit team to ensure that you all stay safe. Okay? Bridget holds the energy of protection, resilience, strength, healing, and fertility. She is with the collective now, assisting in all of these ways. At an individual level, she wants to help you discover your soul passion. What lights you up? Times may be rocky during necessary changes for our growth. That's inevitable. But focus on your inner fire and your purpose will unfold accordingly. Ignore any negative commentary or opinions of others who are they're not trying to hold you back, but that's essentially what it ends up doing. So you know what you need for yourself. You know what your path, what is meant for you. The opinions of others who think that they know better, that's just them projecting their own belief system on you. Ignore it. It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's your parents. They think they know better, but they don't. And you have to learn to ignore them. So I do feel Bridget really felt like she was coming forward for me. So you may see her and feel her energy in the meditation too, okay? Where are we? So when I was typing this, I don't know if it was because of the keyboard or if I'm checking it right now. No, it's still doing it. So for some reason, it's not letting me edit certain paragraphs. And there was a mistype in this one. And I tried to fix it and it wouldn't let me. And I was like, I wonder if it wants me to read it exactly like it is. It is slightly different. Hold on, which card is this? Okay. So this is the Pure Intention card from the Unicorn Oracle. I was trying to write in order to, but it won't let me edit it for some unknown reason. So I'm going to read it how it reads instead. And it says, I order to complete your journey. You must surrender the ego and be completely pure and clear in your intentions as you move forward. That really feels to me like God talking to you and saying, I order, I command, declare, decree that you, in order to complete your journey, you must surrender the ego and be completely pure and clear in your intentions as you move forward. Release judgment of others and the need to be right. Handle tests and challenges with grace and integrity. Accordingly, you will be uplifted to the top of the mountain and success. Okay? Oh, I know what I did. I got confused for a second. Okay, so now also, too many cards here. So now we have Open to Abundance from the Unicorn Oracle, as well as Abundance and Miracles from my Time Traveler's Oracle. By the way, I forgot to mention this. The Time Traveler's Oracle is a really cool deck, and at the bottom of each card, it has a location as well. I should have said this, just the same way that you might be drawn to the spirit animals, you might be drawn to some of these locations. And if you are, you can meditate on it and basically astral travel to that location to see anything or receive any messages that are meant for you. So we had the angelic realm, we had Sirius, Pleiades, and Arcturus. I'm sure a lot of you have soul ties that you've even had lifetimes there. Purification was the Ganges River, I may or may not be saying that right, in India. Protection is the Cave of the Hands in Argentina. And now we have Abundance is the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, and Miracles is the Northern Lights in Iceland. And like I said, the Unicorn Oracle is also open to abundance. Okay, so the messages here are, do not doubt yourself. I'm just gonna hold up these instead, but here's the unicorn one if you wanna take a look at it real quick. Do not doubt yourself, your worthiness, or your unique purpose in the world. You were chosen for a reason. The divine knows what it's doing. Do not limit yourself in scarcity, consciousness, or lack of confidence. Abundance is your birthright. Open yourself to all that is possible and infinite possibilities. Magnify your levels of deservingness to receive all that your heart and soul desires. You draw in what you focus on. So focusing on lack and negativity will only bring you more of that. You are meant to receive abundance, prosperity, and miracles, but you must open yourself up to receiving them in the first place. Believe at your core that you deserve them. Do not even try to restrict mentally how they will arrive. Do not even try to mentally restrict how they will arrive. Do not put any expectations or definitions around that. Just be open to everything happening exactly how the universe aligns it without any control or force by you. Visualize yourself embracing all that you desire. Speak to yourself as if you already have it. Then allow the universe to align it. Stand in full faith and trust that it is already yours. Shift into gratitude and miracle consciousness and watch it all unfold. Okay? Okay. So now, before we start the meditation, let's do the Divine Master messages. First, we have Atlantean energy. The Atlanteans are assisting the alignment of your path to not just support you, but to support your lineage and your soul family. Because you are transcending the old ways of life, the path can be difficult at times. You may meet resistance both within yourself as well as from external influences and environment. However, that just means you're on the right path and you have the support of Atlantean ancestors guiding you. This is a time of evolution. Persevere through it. Now we have Melchizedek. Melchizedek asks you to commit to spiritual study at this time. Deeper knowledge will support your soul mission and path, and your study demonstrates your commitment to your spiritual journey. So essentially, by committing to spiritual study, you're showing the universe that you're committed to your journey, to your spiritual journey. And your twin flame journey is also your spiritual journey, okay? As you show the universe your commitment, more pathways and opportunities will be opened up for you. You will find a sense of meaning and fulfillment unmatched by earthly things. And Jesus, I absolutely love that Jesus and Melchizedek are who came out for this. Jesus asks you to tune into the energy of service. Service to the divine and service to the world around you. Service is Service means showing up with a generous heart and sharing your gifts with the world so that it helps the world expand and grow as well. But take note that service and charity are not the same thing. Being of service to others does not mean that you're giving it away, okay? Being of service to others can and should be honored with an energetic exchange of some sort. That doesn't have to mean monetarily. It can mean any type of energy exchange, exchanging services. If the one person helps you with something, you help them with something. It's any type of energetic exchange. You do deserve recognition. And actually, okay, so separate concept now. Know that you have your unique gifts and purpose to the world, and you do deserve to be recognized and honored for that. You are not supposed to necessarily fly under the radar and give away your help. You are meant to be honored and respected and appreciated for your services, and for your gifts that you are sharing with the world. You do not need to give until you are empty. Ask the universe to help you serve in a way that also serves you in reciprocation. And that way you will have more energy and more resources overflowing in order to be able to help more people and share your gifts with more people as well. Because if you give so much of yourself that then you have an empty cup and you have nothing left to give, you can't even take care of yourself, let alone help other people. Let alone take care of your family and your house and your pets. That's why the reciprocation and the energy exchange is important, so that your cup is filled as well, so that you have the energy and the resources to help and give to others too. And then we have Kuan Yin, daughter of the Phoenix. When the soul is ready to spread its wings, it goes through a deep cleansing, purification, and preparation for new levels of soul wisdom, power, and light. Just like the phoenix that is baptized through celestial fire to be born anew, you are going through such a phase of heavenly purification, preparation, and initiation. This is an advanced phase of soul growth, and soon after you will enjoy greater spiritual peace, divine power, and advancement on your own divine life path. Kuan Yin, daughter of the Phoenix, has been through fire, both physical and heavenly, and has ascended into a position of great spiritual peace, power, and authority. She guides you now to claim your rebirth and ascend. Don't fear these challenges. You would not be taking these spiritual exams if you were not ready to live at a higher spiral of consciousness. Don't be attached to the old that is leaving your consciousness. The initiation is in its final stage, the initiation is in its final phases when you are able to put your new beliefs and talents to the test, living based on your spiritual principles of trust, faith, and love. Then you will arise like a glorious phoenix ready for a new life. So did you catch that? Like, basically, you're going through a massive spiritual initiation process. Yeah, it sucks. We all know. But this is bringing you to a higher state of consciousness. This is teaching you how to live at a higher state of consciousness under spiritual principles instead of 3D principles. And you will know that this initiation is at its final stages, hence you being more in inner union and more ready for 3D union when you are able to put your new beliefs and talents to the test, living based on your spiritual principles of trust, faith, and love, and then your new life will be ready to be birthed. Okay, so it also has here something to kind of like a prayer or something to state out. You know, I was raised that you only pray to God, but I recognize now that you're not praying to, bowing down to, worshiping other beings like in a false god type of way, but more so that all of these other beings are also here to help you too. Angels are here to help you too. Ascended masters are here to help you too. Jesus is an ascended master, and it's okay to talk to them also. So that's what we're doing here. And just in case that's something that, you know, you have those same thought processes like I do, because I was raised Christian. Now I consider myself like a Christian mystic. Anyway, so let's say this together, okay? I now release with trust and peace any energy, cord, or attachment that no longer serves my soul ascension into the next level of divine light and embodiment. I call upon beloved daughter of the Phoenix and heavenly fire, Kuan Yin, to bless and assist me now. May your light of peace and grace sustain me through the trials of my growth, uplift me, and may I feel rapture and excitement rather than fear and doubt. May I learn to release old pain without getting caught up in old stories. May I have compassion for my own suffering as I release it with peace and love. May I live according to my own truths, applying my own spiritual wisdom in all parts of my life with courage and faith. Mani Padme Hum. I don't know what that means, but we're going with it. Okay, now last message before the meditation, we have the Seraphim of 963 hertz. Practice connecting to the joy that is always deep within you. Pay attention to what brings you exquisite delight. If you don't know what that is, you are guided to experiment and explore. Connecting to the joyful capacity of your heart will heal so much negativity and uncertainty. Let your heart relax. Allow the spiritual grace that wishes to reorder your life to manifest its miraculous magic. The tone of 963 hertz unlocks the radiant luminosity of your light body, which is the internal interface between the spiritual plane and the physical plane. It is where healing, bliss, and inspiration flow unimpeded. The higher beings transmit consciousness raising light codes into your light body, connecting you to source and preventing your ego from obscuring your spiritual light so that you can manifest your most authentic life path. Listen to the 963 hertz frequency to open up those alchemical pathways and cosmic accelerators. Okay, so now we're going to do the meditation. So if you need to take a moment to get settled into a comfortable position, there are cards associated with this, because like I told you at the beginning, the meditation channeled through me while I was going through the cards. So this is the rest of the unicorn portal cards. So I'm gonna hold them up while I'm going through them. So if you want to see them, you can. Given the way that I burst into tears while I was channeling this, it leads me to believe that you don't even need to be in a deep meditation for it to work. But I know, it almost feels like that defeats the purpose. You're supposed to be meditating. You're certainly gonna see and experience more if you are. So it's up to you. You can also you could look at the cards and then you could redo the meditation deeper. It's up to you. So anyway, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold up the cards that correspond with what stage we're at while we're going through it. Okay, so get comfy. If you need to pause and go to the bathroom, do anything like that. If you need a drink. Okay. So, when you're ready, let's begin. In your home, visualize a magical glowing door appearing in a sacred space you determine. You get up and you move towards that glowing door. That is the unicorn portal. You open the door and enter an astral healing chamber. Within this chamber, you may see the various animal and spirit guides already mentioned in this reading, and any others that are personal to you as well. There is a type of throne, but not like earthly royalty, rather enlightened embodiment royalty, and it's also comfy. So when you sit down in it, you are able to recline or lean back and are able to comfortably receive this healing. So you are going through the door, you see this throne of sorts, and you are meant to be able to relax in it without fully laying down, but still being comfortable. Angels are surrounding you from behind and to the sides, surrounding you sitting in this throne, and other beings will approach you as guided and as you may see them come to you individually. First, we are invoking your personal unicorn. A stunning white diamond shimmering unicorn approaches you. This is your personal unicorn who is with you at all times. Being your personal unicorn, you now watch as his colors magically transform into whatever colors are meant to resonate with you at this time. Whatever colorful crystals and healing energies and light codes you are meant to receive right now. Take a moment and sit in awe of his majesty and the lights shimmering like diamonds all over him. He approaches and he leans into you, and you lean into him, and you touch forehead to forehead with his horn resting on your head. He is purifying you now, especially of all the hardship and struggle of the past year. He is restoring you within, raising your frequency to joy and gratitude. He's pouring universal healing energy down to your cellular and DNA levels, assisting your body in upgrading to crystalline light codes as well. Crystalline DNA and cells. You may hear his name, you may not. If you do, you can take note of that. He is expanding your crown and third eye chakras as well, transmuting old thought patterns and belief systems, and activating psychic and healing gifts that you're meant to start utilizing now. You are meant to connect with him on a regular basis so that he can assist you one-on-one more and more. So whenever you're able, take time to meditate and connect with your personal unicorn on a regular basis. Your unicorn is now stepping back, and there is a continuous flow of rose and gold crystalline energy flowing down into you from above. It is being transmitted from Venus and Orion, bringing with it feminine energy of unconditional love and harmony, and masculine energy of divine perspective and wisdom. This is enabling a balance of compassion, peace, justice, and higher knowing to establish a perfect equilibrium for the highest good of all, starting within you and expanding to the world around you. Take a moment to absorb all of this rose and gold crystalline energy flowing down into you. Your unicorn wants to prepare you for rapid spiritual growth. You, sitting on your throne right now, are about to jolt upward as if on a spiritual elevator, lifting up to higher dimensions of frequency and consciousness. You see a spiral disc circling below you, below your throne, preparing to lift you up. As it goes, you may even feel butterflies in your stomach while rising up, depending on how quickly your specific spiritual elevator rises. As you're lifting up, take note in your regular 3D life, you must take appropriate actions to prepare yourself and to be able to handle this process in your normal day-to-day life. Like preparing your vehicle for a race, proper care for your physical vessel is needed. So embrace this and take care of this on a daily basis. Do not feel bad if you need to rest at times. This is not a normal path. This is an ascension path and journey that not all humans experience at this time. So when you need extra self-care, that's okay. Do not allow yourself to feel guilty or to be made to feel bad about yourself for needing this extra self-care. This is all just part of your spiritual nourishment. As your ascension elevator is rising, look down at the world below you and recognize the interconnectedness and oneness of all. We all connect back to Source. We are all one ultimately. See the divine within everyone and everything. Feel Lemurian energy around you now too. Lemurian ancestors and ascended masters are surrounding you right now in order to assist you with this higher perspective of oneness with all. Spreading the frequency of love to all. Consciously project from your heart center divine love frequencies to the world around you and the world overall. Work to hold on to this energy and mental state as you interact with others in your day-to-day life. Visualize yourself doing this now. Imagine the rest of your day or the next day, the next time you go to work or to a family gathering or anywhere you may interact with others. Visualize those interactions, holding that energy of divine love, projecting it from your heart center out all around you. Imagine it, incorporate it even into your social media interactions with strangers, holding space for everyone you encounter, for everyone to be uplifted and rejuvenated in positive ways, to rise above their own struggles, misunderstandings, and negativity. By embodying this mindset and energy regularly, you help shift the world on its own ascension path. You feel yourself arriving at a higher dimensional destination. Spirit is preparing to work with your oversoul now to activate your 12 fifth dimensional chakras and connect you with your monad, the I Am presence. You feel yourself rising out of the throne and hovering in the air, surrounded by your angels and spirit team. Your spirit team is activating your Earth Star chakra first, beneath your feet. You see it lighting up, illuminating, glowing below you. you see the light energy gradually rising from your Earth Star chakra up through your feet and through your body, through each chakra all along the way. Starting with your root chakra, then your sacral, your navel, your solar plexus, your heart, your etheric heart, your throat, your third eye, your ear chakras, your hand chakras, your crown, and then above your crown, your causal chakra lights up. Then your soul star chakra lights up. And finally, your stellar gateway chakra, high above your head, is illuminated. And along with it, you see a golden orange chalice glowing. You are hovering there, watching these light codes pour into your chakra system, with all of your chakras lit up from your Earth Star all the way up to your stellar gateway, receiving energy from your I Am presence and activating your 12 fifth dimensional chakras and DNA codes. Your stellar gateway is your link to your I Am presence, which is your original divine spark from source. Your personal stellar gateway also connects to the Nigele, which is the cosmic stellar gateway in the galaxy. So your personal stellar gateway connects to the galactic or cosmic stellar gateway of the galaxy, carrying peaceful spiritual warrior energy. You can see your personal stellar gateway connected by a thread to the cosmic one, and you feel an uplift of peace and courage. Archangel Metatron is holding your stellar gateway chalice, connecting it to the grand central sun, pouring millions of light codes from the grand central sun into your chalice now, filling up your cup and pouring it down into your body. All of your chakras are completely lighting up with the light of the grand central sun. Say to yourself, I am that I am. And this enables you to embrace the light of the monad, connecting to source and providing support for your soul and your happiness. Do this at any time that you need it. When this process feels complete, you will see the energy become less bright and gradually go down as your body is integrating these millions of light codes, and you will feel yourself come down and settle back into your throne. Your spirit guides and the energies around you will all begin to settle, and you will start your descent back down to earth, back down to your home. And as you are about to begin your descent, you feel an amulet appear into form magically on your neck. This is a gift from your oversoul, and it holds the energy amplification from your monad, the I am connection. You can use this to tap into the energy from your monad whenever you need it, and the energy from the grand central sun. You can wear it etherically, or you can keep it tucked away safe in a special spot, whatever you prefer. When you come back into your home, you can visualize yourself either wearing it or putting it away someplace safe. Whenever needed, hold it close and meditate with it to connect with your monad and your I am presence. To connect with the grand central sun through the assistance of your spirit team and your oversoul. Now you will gracefully descend back down to your home, and your personal unicorn is accompanying you. He escorts you back to the doorway in which you pass back into your 3D reality. Even though the doorway is a bridge between the 3D and the etheric astral realm, know that your unicorn and your spirit team are always right on the other side of it, ready to assist you. You can connect and open the doorway to them for another astral getaway whenever you like. You can repeat this process or go on a different astral adventure, whatever you would like to do. If you are able to meditate without guidance of exactly what you are seeing, you can allow your spirit team to show you whatever they want to show you. Take you wherever you want to go. Make a regular practice of communing with them using your unicorn portal and doorway, and this will become easier to do and part of your spiritual study. You are returning to reality now with your new upgraded energy and light codes. Don't be surprised if you see your skin glisten a little more the next time you're outside. Many blessings from the divine. Enjoy the rest of your day.